ha hecho un muy buen trabajo y muy buen esfuerzo. Está claro que los primeros 20 minutos yo creo que han sido espectaculares en cuanto a ritmo, transición, primeros segundos y paciencia cuando el Real Madrid defendía bien esos primeros segundos. Y yo luego que hemos aguantado, creo que hemos aguantado luego el tercer y cuarto, que como era normal, nosotros íbamos a caer un poco en el cansancio, íbamos a sorprender tanto en los primeros segundos y ellos han defendido y han jugado muchísimo mejor y han demostrado pues, el nivel que tienen, ¿no? Y lo más importante es que al final pues ese carácter que tienen muchos jugadores en este equipo pues ha hecho que cuando parecía que todo estaba solucionado y que la crónica sería que bueno, habíamos hecho un buen partido aquí pero no habíamos aguantado ante un rival pues tan importante como el Real Madrid, pues el equipo ha sacado un carácter importante y ha luchado. Yo creo que es lo mejor en este caso, sobre todo cuando tenemos estas pequeñas dificultades, para que el próximo jueves pues toda nuestra gente de Baskonia pues acuda a animarnos y apoyarnos fuerte para ganar a Olympiacos.
Necesito preguntas para Sito Alonso, por favor.
Sito, questions for Sito Alonso?
Allí, por favor.
Over there. From Cadena Ser.
Hola, Javier Lecuona de la cadena Ser Victoria. Esto es un empujón terrible, ¿no? De cara al partido también del jueves. Casi no hay tiempo para prepararlo, pero Olympiacos es un rival que seguramente pues, ahora tendrá, ya tenía respeto al Baskonia, pero quizás un poquito más.
Sí, yo creo también es un golpe importante, pero sobre todo una confirmación de que el equipo es lo que es en este momento. Es decir, que todos los jugadores son importantes. Yo creo que ha tenido muchos minutos buenos, gente no habitual también, y han apoyado fuerte al equipo y han hecho las cosas que tienen que hacer, ¿no? Yo creo que esto es vital y estoy de acuerdo contigo en que es un buen empujón para que todo el mundo sienta esta necesidad que tenemos todos, este empuje que hemos tenido hoy aquí ante el Real Madrid, porque va a ser igual o más difícil todavía ante un Olympiacos pues, que es físicamente muy fuerte, que está haciendo pues, las cosas muy bien, ¿no? Que el otro día en su casa pues, jugó sin saber los resultados de hoy, pero el otro día jugó en su casa un partido fantástico.
¿Alguna pregunta más?
Any more questions? Javier.
Sito Javier Rodríguez, Planeta CB, hablas del carácter, no sé si tenías un poco
talking about the attitude, maybe you were a bit worried about that, because we saw it less against the Zalgiris match.
No, es que las cosas no, yo creo que las cosas no se hacen en un día.
Well, I think
things are not done in a day. This is a learning process, and in spite of the attitude, the club, the entity has many players need to learn about it, and the team has to learn about it, and sometimes you learn about it with difficulties. Obviamente todos queremos ganar.
Obviously, we all want to win, and Zalgiris, well,
antes del partido,
before the match,
digamos que parecía fácil ganar allí, ¿no? Y es verdad que nosotros fuimos a controlar el partido durante muchos minutos y no pudimos seguramente por no tener este instinto en algunos momentos determinados. Lo importante es volver a caer en el mismo error. Si vuelves a hacer lo mismo, entonces sí que no has aprendido. Yo creo que las cosas todos tenemos que aprender, todos, desde el primero hasta el último, y el equipo ha dado un paso adelante en este aspecto, pero tiene que seguir dando muchísimos más, porque te digo, hay jugadores que llevan 25 días juntos o 30 días juntos, entonces tienen que trabajar, tenemos que trabajar en los días que podamos para ser mucho mejor equipo y que no nos sucedan estas cosas que igual nos vuelven a suceder, pero que sea por un periodo de tiempo más cortito.
Los 54 puntos al descanso, o que con el 71-71 el equipo no se vaya abajo.
No, yo creo que las dos cosas. Es verdad que para mí es más difícil la segunda. No,
well, the second one is more difficult because the other thing we did all matches, except with Zalgiris, I think we are reaching important numbers regarding scoring, and today it seems we may have a problem because there was one missing, like Andrea, but the team has tools enough to score. Other days we will not score this, but we need to improve, so when that happens we will defend better. I think that today, with this adverse result, the team kept on following the rules that we had established without being frustrated, and it seemed that we were going to be frustrated, but they fought to the end, and that's why the players deserve this win. Any more questions? Okay, thank you. We start now the press conference after the match with Pablo Lasso. He will perform an assessment of the match, and afterwards there will be a set of questions. Pablo, whenever you want. Good evening. First, to congratulate Baskonia on the win. I think our performance today was awful to get 32 points in one quarter. It's an average of 128 points, meaning that there's not a lot to say. That made us hard to roll from behind for the whole match. We had some good moments throughout the match, but not enough to win because they came out. They knew how to handle us when we get a bit of an advantage, and we didn't know how to manage that advantage, not from the defense or the offensive point of view. And at the end of the day, they were better, they score more, and they get a victory that it's painful for us, because to lose at home in this EuroLeague, we know it's going to be difficult to win away. Questions for Pablo? Hello, Pablo. Radio Calabres from Bernabeu Digital. Do you have the feeling that you lost the match twice? First, on the first quarter, with that partial of 1932, and then in the fourth quarter, when it seemed that you had it back and you had the match already? Well, those were two important moments. But in general, I think that we went behind Baskonia for the whole time. All the individual battles we lost. They beat us easily on one-on-one. It was kind of clear some situations, we've talked about it, were they dangerous, where they took an advantage. So it's not a match to be happy about. Hello, Pablo. David Robledo from Telemadrid. 91 points scored, 12 offensive rebounds from Baskonia. Did we lose in the defense? Nope. Because there were some moments where we lose balls in the attack that were key. I think our performance in the first quarters made that we got so many points, because their average is less than 60 in the other quarters. And the match is never lost, neither in defense or not just in the attack. The match is a whole of a number of things, and if you look at the statistics, we're pretty much the same in everything, with the difference of the three-pointers on their side. So I think that just talking about defense or just talking about the three-pointers, at the end of the day, we have to analyze a lot of things where I think they were better. Pablo Herrero from 24 Segundos en Blanco. How do you assess Jules' match, and you think that his poor strike in the outer third is because of he was tired from the first matches? Thank you. I think Jules was like the whole team. I'm sure we're not happy, and I'm sure he's the first who's not happy with his match. None of us is. And I'm not worried about a straight shooting, but finding good positions to shoot. I think there were a lot of force shoots today, not many free ones, and that's something we have to improve, all of us, so we can shoot better. It was 0-6, but that's not something I worry about if shoots are okay, but I do if there are poor ones. From Planeta ACB, I wanted to ask about one who was out for the flu, and that you cannot think about a defeat because you already need to think about a 48 match. Chapo was sick yesterday. He woke up today. He felt better, but we know we have a demanding schedule, and it was a bit absurd to get him in the match today after the virus process. And I think it's okay. Tomorrow he will be better. He trained this afternoon. And regarding the other thing, well, I think we have on a schedule, and we are aware of that. Everything is going quite fast. Less than 48 hours ago, we were here, we played another match, and in less than 48 hours, we have another one. This is what we have to accept. The easy thing would be to always win, but as I'm saying, there's no team in the world who wins all the time, and for us it's compulsory to take steps forward as a team. And I don't think that was the case today. We're not doing well, we have to accept it, and we need to know that if we want to win in Milan, we'll have to do better. Hello, Pedro Martin from Madrid. Do you think the key was the partial from the beginning, or do you think it was after the tie-up when the team broke down? Well, I answered that before, more or less. The key is the beginning, for me. You cannot face a match where you get 32 points in the first quarter. The first time they did, it was a score and a fall, so 3-0. And that was from the beginning. So that's something we need to improve. Then the final situation, it's a different one. I think the team made a big effort to turn the result around, and we made mistakes because we didn't know how to close the match. But my obligation as a technician is to look at the match as a whole, the good and the bad things, understanding that we have another match on Thursday. Hello, Jaime from .com. On Thursday you're against Milan, and Sunday you're going to play against Zaragoza. How do you see the team physically for these two matches? I think they're okay. Obviously they're tired, but many times being tired, if I had some injured or half-injured players, Milan played today, so they're going to be the same as you. On Sunday we play against a team. We're going to have 3 days in between, so and the other team is going to prepare for the whole week. We have a long staff, and everyone has to be productive. I'm not talking about scoring. I'm not talking about specific things. Each one has a different job on the team, and everyone has to be ready to contribute with us. And I have the feeling that we were not able to do and to win those individual battles just in some players. Hello, Pablo. Javier Alonso from Radio Nacional. I would like to ask about the performance of Luka Doncic, that when the Madrid is 17 below, he made a lot. He had 15 points, assist. What's your assessment? Luka was quite well, probably one of the best in the match. Both him and Felipe, I think they provided an intensity we were missing in the match, and both of them were the ones who understand the match better. Miguel Reguero for Capital Deporte. I'd like to ask about the Baskonia performance in the previous season. They already finished you in EuroLeague, and now finish who? Real Madrid? No, with 0-2 and defeats. Oh, because they won 0-2, okay. So I'd like to ask if you think they know how to handle Real Madrid with a defeat today. Well, no. Because I could say the same thing about the semi-final of the Cup, because no, you don't handle teams. Its match is different. Baskonia was better today, to congratulate them, and we need to know that if we want to win Baskonia, we have to play better. That's something we accept. But managing a team, I don't think about it, and you're asking about something where half the players from both teams are different. One last question, if you have it. Okay, thank you.